What's up, everybody? All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and share this out real quick. Let me know if you hear an echo or anything. One thing real quick. What's up, Brad Heron? How you doing, buddy? What's up, Brad? What's going on? Do you hear an echo at all right now while I'm talking? I'm just curious. Save, continue. There we go. Send right now. All right, grab that link and share it real quick. All right, this should be everything. All right. What's up, Phil? How you doing, buddy? What's up, Whitney? How's it going? So I tried to reset this up so it doesn't look like I'm like just staring straight down. I actually put you guys on chat in my teleprompter right up here, so I could literally look at you as I'm reading the text, which is pretty cool. I think it's cool, anyways. And let me see if I can see that. There's no way to even see that if I wanted to. Is there? Yeah, as I'm reading it, yeah, it just looks like I'm looking at you, right? Cool. Yeah, I'm just trying to rearrange everything right here. So, all right. So we're just going to get right into it, guys. I just want to see what the market is. I hit this earlier, just so you know, taking out these highs to the left. And basically, we're at an all-time high again. And I think CPI is about to happen. I actually don't even know when that is. Anybody know when CPI is happening? I think it could be right now. I don't know. I really don't pay attention too much unless I start seeing the market go freaking nuts. I got out right here, by the way, at this trade. And all I did with this ultimately was I waited for a break in a second continuation trade and put my stop here. So this came down to a 1 hour block right here. Why was it a 1 hour block? Because it swept this high right here. So I considered that a block, this range. You could even say that this was the block ultimately. It still worked fine. But with that said, on the lower time frame, I waited for a break of structure back up right here. Strong solid close. I could have got in right there, but lately the market's just been so kind of like wonky back and forth. Yeah, this is live, Brooke. What's up? CPI was 730. Okay, good. Thank you. Yeah, I just didn't even pay attention to the news today. It was crazy. Like I really don't that often because usually the news will take it the direction that I want because I'm going after liquidity essentially. Let me know if you hear me loud and clear. Anyway, so right here, let me actually push replay real quick. I'll just show you the trade I took earlier. So we cleared this high with a strong solid, but I wanted to see it pull back and then close back above, creating another continuation. And I'm like, all right, this is probably gone. So I put my stop right here. Allowed me to have a little smaller stop as well. Just kind of played out real nice. I'm still looking at that dang chat over there. Let me hide that. No, let's put it right there. And here we are, all-time highs, I believe. And, so it makes it a little bit rougher to trade these, to be honest with you. We're in no man's land. We don't know if we're going to just keep going or not, ultimately. So we took these highs out right there. If we see this close below, like right here, this could be a potential good sell setup right here. I don't know if we're going to be having a trade for NQ. We could take smaller scalps like off these 1 minute blocks, because essentially this is what I do. I mean, if we want to take some smaller scalps, we can. Who wants to take some smaller scalps? It's going to be a lower win rate, but more action. So like, it just depends on what you guys feel like doing. I'm going to say the smaller ones are like B setups, so it'd risk like 25% of what you normally would personally, and then the high ones are better. So 5 minute scalper is awesome. Took a trade on YMU yesterday for a 7K gain. So that's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, it works really well. I mean, ultimately, it works really well. It's just a good identifier of when things, I hate saying the word overbought, oversold. I would say when liquidity is stacking up. It's a good way to identify where liquidity needs to be taken out. I like saying that better. I like saying that better. So let's look at oil for fun, right? Oil, good example. We had this right here. This panned out perfectly. I don't know if we had an actual entry on the one earlier. Could have right here. Nice little scalp. As soon as this closed above, right there. Could have essentially got it right there. Stop here. Not the greatest trade, to be fair. Oh, that one tagged me. This one, though. So that one I would have been taken out right there. But then you wait for it to pull back into the zone and push back up. You could potentially buy again from there. That one worked. Okay. So this one would have been pushed off. Stop. Most likely here, to be fair. I ain't going to act like I went too much on that. Those are your like little scalps that you can do. Works good. But as of right now, I don't see anything because it's already kind of made its move. This needs to create a lower low for me to be interested. It swept this high on the 5 or on the 1. YM, probably same story. Yeah. I don't trade YM that much anymore, honestly. It used to be my main go-to, the Dow. I don't really care for it too much. I mean, it still works, obviously, but we're just kind of going sideways right now on that. But that was during lunch. So hopefully we get some movement. I would need to see this broken to the low, but then you won't have a big enough to the VWAP. But most likely it'll go down here, this order block here. So I'm just kind of checking out the what we got going on, guys, before I take some trades here. Platinum has been amazing. I mean, my gosh, I've been killing it with platinum. When I look at it, I should say. It's not every day. I should stay more consistent with platinum because it's been really good. Gold as well, but it's a little bit more. Took this yesterday. It's a little bit more like back and forth, you know. So how's everybody's day going? How's your trading day going? S&P, same story. We're set like highs, you know. We're in no man's land. We're kind of like just seeing what's going on. Yeah. There's just nothing back there. S&P could be good today for a drop. So we have liquidity build up right here. Some liquidity build up. And what we'd be looking for actually, you could have taken it right here, technically, but I always like to repeat this because I'm not a trend line trader, but if it's like above the trend line, what I'd like to see is it break this structure right here. I mean, it is pushing away from that VWAP line, so this could actually be a good trade. There's MNQ setting up to. They usually go hand in hand. I'd rather take MNQ if I can. Yeah, this was the same story. Like this actually kind of broke right here already. If you look here, see how this didn't go higher than this? Doing great. Awesome, Michael. Good to hear that, buddy. So yeah, this didn't go higher than this. So I consider that a break structure. We closed solid under here. This wants to start pushing down, I think. Clarity indicator. We're up here looking for potential sells to back down. I mean, we could catch this. We could catch this. Wonder what's going to go first, S&P or NQ. See, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy until we can't buy anymore, and then I'll sell until we can't sell anymore. So I'm going to essentially start scalping the market right now. Okay, so let me just kind of look here. I'm just going to go for buys, right? That's a 15 point, essentially. Check the risk on that. I'm just going to do 5 micros. I kind of missed the trade, didn't I? All right. I hate how I can't pull a take profit or a stop loss after I get in. I have to set it before. Kind of drives me nuts. Now, once this is wrong, okay, I want you to understand this. Once this is wrong, we're going to be looking for our A plus setup back down to VWAP, essentially. Oh, I did have it. It's just really tiny. Right there. Hey, what's up, TW? Is that Tana? So it's kind of weird to say this, but I kind of want to be wrong because then I know I can. I just noticed I think my camera is wrong right here. Hold on, let me check this. Yeah, that's funny. Let me switch cameras there. A little bit better. As soon as I'm wrong, then I'm going to be doing my max risk move right here. What's up, Alex? How you doing, buddy? Bobbert. My sister's the only one that ever called me that. So today, what's on the menu, Alex, is we're doing 1 minute order block pip stacking style scalps. Lower risk until this breaks back down, and then I'll do an A plus setup, higher risk. That's what I'm going to do. I would say most of the time it's not worth it, Alex, staying up for London, unless you plan on accidentally staying up all night, because it happens quite frequently for me when I used to do that. I actually have a recliner in my bedroom, so I can like trade in the middle of the night if I just wake up and I can't sleep. Oh, it looks like some movement happening. We might be breaking this low. Again, once I break this low, then I know to take my big sell. So let me kind of like, you know what? I just realized I'm on the wrong thing. It doesn't matter either way. I thought I was on NQ. So I should have did my risk a little bit differently, I think. Let me check S&P. Yes. That's about the same. Wait, no, it's not. My bad. I did this wrong. And it was 15. I'm not used to switching back and forth. Okay, so that's tiny risk. So let me do an additional 8 micros on this. That's better. I thought it felt like really low. So is NQ moving now then? It's wanting to. Look at that. Problem is I really want to see that low taken out before getting in. I've had some success in London with just 1 to 2s, and I can use major contracts, nice small stops. Yeah, nice and easy. Again, if we're wrong on this, okay, so here's going to be my move, but I would much rather take NQ, so I'm going to look at NQ. I'm kind of frustrated I didn't take this one right here. Actually, I'm going to. All right, so this would be the second continuation. I'm going to take a sell on this. I know I'm kind of like all over the place here, but I'm just going to use a bigger stop, 80 point. I know you guys are like, oh no, don't use an 80 point. Don't do it back. 10 micro. I like that this close solid. So let me explain why I just did this, by the way. Like you're doing a replay mode. So you had that, didn't close higher than that. But I don't want to just take it on that. I was thinking about doing a second continuation. So like proving it's still going down. So in order for me to like it, I need to see it go lower, creating a lower low, preferably a strong solid close underneath this one, right? And it, kind of broke this trend line ish, right? And then now we're here. So it kind of proved it twice that it was going to make its move. Let's check MES right now. Which kind of sucks because I'm going opposite, and these kind of work together. What's up, Belzo? How you doing? What's up, Rich? Andy caught that NQ dip this morning, took it up. Fantastic. Yeah. So did I. I was literally making a video about how I took it. What's up, Bob? It's been a while. I see you guys still going strong and have new toys. Yeah, absolutely, Andy. Good seeing you, buddy. Guys, if you're new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and notification if you want to trade live with me pretty much daily. I plan on just going all year, the rest of the year, and maybe take a little break. I probably won't take a break. This is probably going to lose, which is fine. I risked 250 on this. Usually I risk 1,000. I kind of want it to lose because that means this one's going to kill it. So 1,000, 80 points. You know what always kind of drove me nuts, guys? Like, why wouldn't they put the points on here? So as I'm dragging it, like I'm updating my bot, my Momentum X bot. So you can see the points as you're dragging the stop and take profit, because I think it's stupid not to be able to see it, because I'm like, I have no idea where I'm going. Or at least put like how much I would make if it went here. You know what I mean? Then I could figure it out really fast. But like now I'm thinking, I risked 1,000 on this at 80 points, so that's 9.3. It's 13. Well, that ain't right. It's something like that. Don't do it to me now. Don't you do it to me now, stupid. I don't like that candle. If anything, it could be a retest of this trend line ish, right? Coming up to this order block. Let's block it so it can't go anywhere. Yeah, I'm short right now, bro. We are at all-time highs, so it's kind of like we're in kind of like no man's land. So it makes it a little bit more difficult, essentially. All right, so clarity, I mean, essentially, this should be dropping according to clarity. Same with NQ. That is a big old candle. Hopefully it wicks and doesn't engulf this sucker. All right. 32 people here. Hey, say what's up in the comments, guys. Share this with your friends if you want to share the stream and have them copy with me, trade with me. I don't like the word copy. What is this music? I don't even know if you can hear this, but it's horrible. What's up, Captain Speedo? Good to see you. Going to start being more active here. Awesome. Good to see you, brother. Nicholas Christensen, my man. How many points stop at MNQ? I did a 10. Oh, 80, essentially on this. I didn't announce this one because it wasn't like my favorite yet. Like, so on Futures Bootcamp, I would wait for this 5-minute close, to be fair. Like, I didn't take this on my paid yet. This is my eval, so I'm a little bit riskier. I should be clear on that too. I'm a little bit riskier on my evals. On my paid, like I'll go all in on this with that's 141 points, but I do think it's going to take out all this, so it probably will happen. Even with a 140 point stop, it could probably come back and hit this view up. I'm not saying that's what I'm going to do, but right here, I could DCA. I'm going to do that. I'm going to sell one more time if it gives me an opportunity right here. Then I'm going to just get out if it hits this stop. So I always get in one time if it hits 80% of my stop, and maybe come down to a break even-ish and get out. Yeah, yeah, Captain. Like, well, it's hilarious actually. Did I profit on this one? Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out of this one, S&P, which I made 50 measly dollars, but whatever. And then I'm looking at my NQ. If this comes up here, I just get out of both. Ah, okay, I can do that. Good stuff. But yeah, that candle right there, engulfing that sucker, it's probably a no-go. Yeah, I was in on MES for a sell. No, for a buy. What's up, Stephen Ellis? How you doing, buddy? Come on, one time. I'm gonna put an alert right here. If it comes down to this area, I might get out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. I'm just gonna have it automatically get out about 50% of this candle so that I don't lose anything. And then we'll wait for a better trade. Like if it closes below here, I'll probably enter again with stop above this. $2,600 on gold buy. Yeah, I killed that gold. It was right here. Lower time frame. See this little break? Nice and easy. That's a 5-minute scalper move. All day. All day long. Awesome. She's playing games, guys. Actually, hold up. Ooh. Took liquidity. Is she coming for these lows now? That would be a good safe place to put your take profit, essentially. Hmm. So you can get out at dang near break even right now. Now be careful on Apex. Don't get out at like plus 10. Get out at negative 25 because they do that risk reward like 1 to 5 situation. And if they saw you draw down that much and get out at plus whatever, plus 20, plus 30, that could actually go against you and not get payouts. I've actually had that happen. Hey, Anuj. I think I pronounced that right. I'm doing good, man. How about you? Awesome, Timothy. Good to see you here. Actually, it's cool. I'm actually looking at the comments up here. I noticed like when I played back my video, like I kept going like this, and like you're looking at my alt spot up here to like da da da. So I raised my monitor and I put my iPad with the chat up here, so now I could see you guys in my teleprompter, which I think I've used my teleprompter one time in my life. And I'm like, dang, I can finally use this thing for a good reason. So like I mirrored it. It's really ghetto how I had to do it. It's kind of crazy. I literally had to get an app that would stream my screen to my iPad from a different monitor, and then use a Chrome extension to flip my monitor, flip my screen around, which is kind of crazy that I have to do all that just to see the chat. Kind of crazy. So I like that this came up and just wicked this right here. It's kind of telling me it doesn't want to take the high, maybe. So to me, it's kind of worth holding either way. We'll see. You can get out if you're feeling like kind of whatever. Like to me, this is just an eval. So if I lose 1,000 on this, I'm okay. Like I'm good. But if I'm right, from like here to here, it'll be around 2,000, and this one will be pretty much past because I did something early on that. Traded a little bit earlier on it too. We just take out these lows, please. That's all I need. Wait, what did I risk on this one? Maybe I didn't risk. Hold on. Okay, I did. point 20 micro. That's a little bit too high for me. It's not that bad. All right. So before you came on, Nicholas, all I was saying was I'm going to start taking mitigation scalps, which is just the like 1 minute scalps. That's it. So I saw basically a little range right here. I saw it pushing out, close back up, and I got in, right? Oh, no, this one was this one right here. This came up and I just got in, expecting it to take out at least these highs. It looks like it might be. So buy until it doesn't buy anymore and sell until it doesn't sell. And I said, if I'm wrong on this, my NQ trade is going to be amazing. And I was right on it, which is bad. So I called those B setups, essentially, the 1 minute scalps, and this would be an A setup. Although this isn't really an A setup for me because, as you know, I like seeing a close under a low on a 5 minute, which is way stronger. To me, this engulfing candle right here is pretty freaky. So it's kind of like a risk that I'm just willing to take on an eval. I'm not taking it on my funded. If you guys are new here, say what's up in the chat. Also, would love for you to like and subscribe and get notified whenever I go live. I've been doing these pretty much daily. Been doing pretty good. This is at like a pivot moment here. The one thing that's messing up my brain is this giant freaking engulfing. You got some dojis in the middle here, like it's hesitating. It might want to push up. So what I'd probably do at this point is, because it's hesitating so much, just get out of break even. If it comes down back here, I just don't feel like it will. But then if it closes back below here, I'll enter again. That's what I'll do. Check some gold. Actually, alert up here. And here. Yeah, that's crap. Trying to only trade an hour a day with you guys because that's really what I do. I only trade pretty much an hour a day. Here she comes. Nice little small risk trade. This is about, I guess this would be 50% of what I trade on this account normally. I just realized that I was missing the comments here. All right, so tag me out. Cool. All right, so we had, let's see. Thank you. Yeah, thanks, Bob. Bringing clarity on market, making trading boring again. Yeah, make trading boring again, guys. This excitement of like the dopamine hits over and over again, that's really bad for you. Like that's always going to fail you. You going to bring in some guest traders at all? Yeah. I mean, you can come on right now if you want. I'm terrified to trade with my funded accounts. I know I have to get over it, but sheesh. Yeah. Also pay attention to see if you have to actually trade them because it might screw you. What's up, Kevin Randolph? How you doing, bud? Good to see you. Ashley Hawkins. Way to see you. Good to see you here. Hey, peeps. Laney Ramey, I'm not new, but it's been a long time since I've been on. I still think I subscribed to something for 15 a month. I never canceled because I knew I would eventually be back. Well, thank you, Lanny. I appreciate you. I haven't seen you in a long time. Hopefully you've been good. I hate trading, man. I honestly hate trading all-time highs. Like you just don't know what it's going to do. You just like, why is it? You got to think like, why is it at all-time highs? And is it just going to keep going? You know, so ultimately, what we really want to see with NQ is at least a 5-minute break. And now our 5-minute break kind of moves up. So we don't have to worry about this one right here. I lost that one, big fat L, but it's fine. It was a small risk, 25% of what it normally, well, 50% of what it normally would. And I'd only traded that on an eval. This one right here, if this closed underneath this engulfing candle, I would assume like this, that I would risk heavy on, and I would risk on my actual funded accounts. Awesome, Tom. I'm glad you're here, buddy. And this USD CAD buy, it's kind of annoying me too. I'm going to check some Forex pairs really quick. Anybody still trade Forex? Put FX in the box. I love this format. The text feed is good, but having you loud and live is definitely my favorite. Awesome. Yeah. Well, I plan on doing a lot more, and I plan on doing like separate ones for like Futures Boot Camp, just kind of jumping on and then doing these daily, as well as like one or two like one-on-one like group mentorship sessions. Yeah, I love my Forex. I'll always have Forex as long as we're allowed to trade it, right? GU should be dumping soon. I noticed we hit a daily block. I highlighted this block earlier. So it could. I said it could dump soon. At least 50% of this range, which would be right where this VWAP is. So GU sells potentially. Like if I went to daily, you could see what I'm talking about here. It's a good area to potentially sell from. All right, look at this. I marked up this block. It's starting to reject. That could be a nice sell-off. Nice double bottom down here to take out. All right, let's get off that daily though. So USD CAD, I'm actually in a buy right now. It's more of an algo buy where like I'll set up my bot with a big stop and go for it. It's not even that big of a stop, is it? 40 pips. But the way I see this, you know, for this to lose, it would have to go through that 1 hour block, that 1 hour block, and this one down here. So it'd have to go through 3 1 hour blocks to officially lose the trade. And the way my bot works is it's collecting positions, all calculated risk at the bottom here. So by the time it comes up here, you probably made 5% back if you risk enough, right? So I like to flip my accounts that way. Now you could do this kind of strat too. Let's say you put 1,000 in and you didn't really care about the 1,000. Man, as soon as you stop caring about what you have in there, it makes trading so much easier. It turns it into kind of like a demo. So like I'll take 1,000 and risk 500 on this. And a lot of times I'll have my stop smaller and I'll make 1,500 back, like profit, just from a quick 1 to 3. It really does make it easier. That's what I'm trying to say. Like once you have some money that you can put in and it feels like a demo, then maybe that's 100 for you. This future is better than FX. It's just different. So how do I explain this? With Forex, there's not trailing drawdowns on most places. Like if you're using prop firms, you use Thunder Crow. Wait, do they have a lot of trailing drawdown? I don't know. I think they might have added that. But like I could flip accounts really fast with Forex. Like I could put, like I said, I could put $1,000 in there, risk 300, 500, with a really good like chance of potentially profiting. And I'm not saying do that every time, but you can flip 1,000 to 10,000 pretty fast if you're right a few times in a row. Just push the button, Bob. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. Did I pass? Did I pass those 20 when you said just push it? I pushed it and we ended up like winning or something. I forget what that was. That was funny. It's hard. Just yeah, I agree, Timothy. I mean, it looks good to me. I don't know. Odd USD. So this is why I like using the VWAP, because like I can quickly identify without even like kind of looking at price structure that okay, we're far away from that VWAP line and we're wicking out on the hour the highs. Oh, I thought we were. Well, we wicked out all this anyways. All this liquidity was taken now. So then you go down the lower time frame and start looking for potential setups, right? So you had this, I guess it'd be this invisible block broken. What I call invisible blocks, basically this didn't go higher than this. So to me, that's like a structure. On a lower time frame, you'll see it was like a pullback, right? So on the higher time frame, it's easier to just stay off that higher time frame. You could potentially, like this would have been a good sell right here. That's a small stop, maybe a little bit bigger stop. I come from the MyG days with the 1 point stop, 1 pip stop, remember? Looks good when it works. Yeah, I mean, this will probably come down to here, even from right here. That's probably a good trade. It is counter, like you're countering the overall trend, obviously. So there's risk, but you can turn a little 25 or $250 trade or whatever to 750, 800 right here. Let me keep scrolling real quick. All right, just like this, USD JPY. I'm not in that right now. Couple things to notice. You had these prior days of VWAP, right? It's kind of what I've been noticing a lot. It's probably doing something like that, right? In prior days. But then it resets each day. So like from here to here is probably a really good setup. So if you look, but you don't want to just take it off lines, right? You want to like line it up with a reason that you're taking it. So if I go to the hour, let's just look left and say, okay, well, there's a fair value gap right there. Tag that and start going up. Could still push up from that. It also hit a block, 1 hour block, or 1 hour block. So I take the body down to the wick. Everybody does it a little bit differently. So it mitigated 50% of this fair value gap and tagged the top of this block and started pushing off. So like right when that actually happened, if you were there, we can kind of look for a reason to get in. A 5 minute is ultimately the best, in my opinion. It's just kind of trash. So it never even broke a 5 minute. 1 minute, obviously more risky, but it still didn't even have anything to break. So it's prepping, I think, to potentially go up. I set this alert. Remember, I'm always thinking it wants to go back to that VWAP line. You see cats wanting to push. Yeah, that should go. I mean, look at this. Come on. Got liquidity here. I'm going to go back to futures here in a second. Let's replay. Okay, okay. So I'm actually in this trade. All right, back to futures. See if anything's cooking yet. I wanted to get one trade in, like one good trade, but you can't just force the market, I guess, as much as I'd like to think I can. All right, we've now moved this to here. Why? Because this is lower than this, right? One of these times it's going to spill. Just get the market makers on the line, Bob. Tell them we're ready for the liquidity sweep. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to go back to buying till we can't buy anymore and sell until we can't sell anymore. Here we go. Ready? We're going to do it. So we're just going to do it. If it comes down here, I'm going to buy. Simple as that. Until it doesn't work anymore. I should have just stuck with my original guns on the MES. This would be a 25 pointer if it tags that to that high. That's a good trade, honestly. Come on, that's a pretty good trade. So 25 points. A risk 10 micros. Wait, let me try another one. That actually be a really good trade. Man, that the first trade we took, look at that. That was amazing. If we held it. Anybody hold that? We just needed to come down and take this liquidity out real quick, tag this, and push back up. That's what we wait on. Oil still going sideways. I hear you, man. How's everybody's day going? Do like a 50%. I could do a crazy trade for fun. Let's do 10 point on YM. Not telling you to do this, okay? But this is my eval. You know, pass these pretty quickly. 10 points on. Do not try this at home, guys. Sleepy, Michael? Are you on your crane right now? Hopefully not falling asleep on the crane trading. It's not good. Got to do your push-ups? Yeah, I should, huh? I'm gonna start heavy back up now that the kids are back in school. I got to start my freaking routine, man. Should never have stopped. It's crazy how like a few months and then you look in the mirror and like, crap, what happened? It like sneaks up on you quick when you're older. It's like, dang it. I will say I'm stronger than ever. I just put up 300 some pounds, so I'm not even really trying to do that. It's just happened. Night shift. I'm pretty much on night shift too right now, Michael. To be fair, I've been going to bed like 4, 5, but I sleep 6, 7 hours. Got to do your push-ups in between. Let's see. Got it. Can you please pull back? Thank you. So I'm looking at this YM. If it can pull back, 10-point stop. If it can come back, actually, I'll make it a little bit bigger. 12-point stop. All it's got to do is tag this 50%. Which would be 500 risk. I can't even get there. 60. I can do that. Be 84 micros, I guess. Hopefully this thing is right. It's all I'm using, Brian. Yeah, that's pretty good. You know, I never even knew you could do that. That's kind of amazing. I never even realized you could do that. If you put it on limit, you could actually see what you'd lose. And you could switch it over. That's cool. I learned something every day, I swear. I look like an action figure. Dude, that's amazing, Steven. You kind of do, though. I ain't gonna lie. I look like an action figure. Look at you, bro. That's crazy. What's your biggest secret besides diet? Because my diet is literally on point for burning fat. I gotta start getting my steps in again. Man, when I do like fasted cardio or like cardio and I sweat for like 30, 45 minutes, if I do that for like 2 weeks straight, I see a huge difference. Fasting. Sometimes I sit here way too long. I really don't stare at the charts too long, to be fair. MNQ is setting up, maybe. Okay, so let's look at this again. 25. Make sure I got this right. 25. 10. Oh, I could just do this. Look at that. Watch. So whoever asked that, you just push limit. And then you could even drag your stop loss. Look at that. Feels so dumb. Feels so dumb. You put where you're going to have it. That'd be only 135 risks. That's not good. We need more. 20. Nope, need more. 40. Let's do 500 risk on that. So 35. Dude, that's cool. I don't even have to go to the dang calculator. 36 micros. Take profit on that would be 1200. Look at that's cool, guys. I think it's cool. So yeah, Brooke, man, I did keto for 4 years. It was probably too long. And I had abs and everything, and it was awesome. And then one day, like it just stopped working, and like my heart started skipping beat for 9 months straight. I was stuck in bed. Uh, and now when I do keto, I'll even be like, I have a ketone monitor and stuff. I'll be like 4 ketone level, and like I won't lose anything. It's crazy. So I don't know what happened there. It's like my brain, like my body said, "Screw you, I'm not doing that anymore" or something. But other people, they do great with it. I will say my carbs are kind of low, not low low, but like pretty low now, and my protein's like 220. Fat I try to keep under 70, 80. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of pull-ups lately, man. I don't do a lot, but like even with assisted, you get them wide V traps, huh? I need to try the fasting again. I used to do OMAD, like one meal a day, like bam, just a massive meal. See if we're on here yet. I could take this one right here, this buy off here, and this would be riskier. Let's just look at it real quick. I don't really love it. Let's do a 10 pointer on that. That's 12. Let's do 12 pointer on that. I'll take one. What was it? Shoot. Oh yeah, limit. Big profit here. Dude, look how fast you could do this. It's kind of amazing. So that would be 84. I'll put it in market. If it comes back up here, I'll get it. All right, I got it. Very risky trade. Only do this on an E value. Don't care about losing and risk accordingly. But the real place I wanted was right here. So this block might be taken out. So we'll see. You have one meal for 8 whole hours. I love it. Man, make me want to sweat right now for real. Like I need to go sweat as soon as I'm done with this and drop my daughter off. Go to the USPS store, renew my box, and go sweat my face off. Yeah, I didn't think this one would hold. Look at that. Now when you have this all down right here, this is my favorite. It's even a 5 minute block. So this one will most likely work. This one probably won't work. Check in Q. Q setting up. Catch about to hit, isn't she? That's cool though about the limit, like being able to measure your trade right there. I mean, come on, that's going down here, isn't it? Just so you know, if this goes back to break even, I'm definitely getting out. Wait, I'm gonna set it up right here. I'd be shocked if it did. There wasn't even a rhyme or reason where I put my stop. It just kind of like hesitated. But I think it wants to come to this block right here. We'll see. You have that strong, solid close under here. That's why I didn't even DCA into this thing because I don't think it's going back up. And so I mean, like these small scalps, the win ratio goes way down versus like in futures boot camp, we like just go for a bigger stop, higher risk, that kind of thing. But she's coming down here. So if she hits 50% of this block, and again, this is more important to me because it's a 5-minute block. I'll probably go heavier on that one. No, I know I'll go heavier on that one. I'll do 1,000 risk on that one. That one out. There we go. That was 12 point. Some cute doing. Oh, she already left us. Man, if this one pans out, that could be really good. Hit a quick 50% of that. 3.75, they could pass the challenge. Sure. I keep forgetting. I keep going to my tool over there when I could just do this. The other option is enter here. 35. Yeah, I'm gonna do that just to get them trade. 15 micro. If it closes up here. $58 micro. Took 220 out of NQ off a little scalp. Awesome, man. Just trying to apply your thinking a bit. Yeah, buy until it doesn't buy anymore and sell until it doesn't sell anymore. Again, normally we have like structures and stuff on the left to like play off of, and that makes everything much easier. But we're at like highs, kind of like messes with everything. Hey, Adebola, how you doing, man? Miss you. Hopefully you've been great. I will. Just realized I'm missing some comments. My bad. How hot is it here? Oh man, what's the temperature outside? 92. Yeah, it's been hot up north. I visited Ohio. It was like a week or two ago. See here. Yeah, that was MMY, YM rather. Yeah, man, it's good to see you. You've been trading still? Yeah, yeah, Tom, man, it's kind of rough. All time highs. Like it always kind of freaks me out to be fair, because I don't have any structures on the left to kind of like play off of. I don't have like an hour order block over here to know that hey, it's time to stop going up, kind of thing. Like, why wouldn't it like show if I drag here like where a 1 to 1 is like automatically? Man, maybe I'm just spoiled. Like I just feel like it should be that way. I definitely don't want to lose this again, so I'm gonna move the break even. Probably not enough room, but I just don't love this trade. I don't love any of these trades actually. All this had to do, guys, look at this. All this had to do is come down here and tag that, and I was getting to this MQ. That would have been a freaking fantastic trade. 3.64. That's what I've been waiting for. YM is just kind of messing around. So if I get out of break even, it is what it is. Looks like it's in this silly little channel. Which definitely could hit this. Ugh. Whoa. Stop overlapping. There we go. Bro. Yeah, the pullbacks are shallow. Yeah, Lanny, let me know. We have SolomonTrading.com. That's your best bet. I've been meaning to like upgrade the 15 a month just to get people into the 97 because it seemed to be what was working for a while there. I've been doing so well with trading. I haven't really been like pushing mentorships too hard. I haven't been doing anything. Just been enjoying trading again. It's been nice. Well, this is stupid. Let's look at a range here, do like a 50% deal here, maybe. It's a shame because that would have been, this would have ended up being a 1 to 4.4. If all it did was go down an additional 3 points, I would have been in this. So let's try a 30 pointer on NQ. I was forget about my limit thing that I discovered finally. If I bought right here, my stop is right here, my take profit was these highs, that'd be a good trade. Let's do it. You jerk. I think we hit, I don't even know, it was like $600 profit. Could have took that. Oh well. She's playing games. Again, all right, so let me explain this theory, okay? This theory, I always say buy until it doesn't buy anymore and sell it until it doesn't sell anymore. What do I mean by that? Okay, because I know that could be vague. What I'm looking for is like, so I'll trade these 1 minute scalps, okay? And then when I lose one, what I'm looking for is if it actually closes below a 5 minute. So as soon as it closes below this, where my actual stop is, until then, I won't look for sells, right? Maybe that's a little bit more clear for you. So right now I'm buying until it doesn't buy anymore and then selling until it doesn't sell anymore. So on the 1 minute, I'm just literally assuming that this range, this area will hold. And if it doesn't, on the 5 minute, I'm looking for potential sells off the 1 minute sell blocks, right? So hopefully that gave you something there. Should have held my buy. This AM had to go to work in the yard for the wifey. Yeah. Looks like it had a FEG on the 5 minute. Check. You're talking about this. Down here. Yeah, so that's why I put my stop down here, because there's an order block, FVG, and I assumed it would at least take these highs. My gosh. Jeez, it probably still will. Yeah, we had an FVG right here. Let's label those orange. Because I'm telling you, once one of these 5 minutes break, because it hasn't broke yet. Like, let me show you the lows that I'm looking at. All right, so you had a low. Let me do it a different way. Do it with you had a low right here. You had a low right here. You had a low right here. It's an internal low because that's the higher high. And then you had a low. Okay. Right here. So once one of these are broken, I'm assuming it's going to head back down to this VWAP. That's all I could really do right now is an assumption because there is no 1 hour block. There's no blocks above at all. We're all-time highs. Woo, she's filling that block now. So one thing we could do with YM, first let me get rid of this, clean it up a little bit. Here's the one, Get logged out. It's crazy. Oh, well, now I have to figure out how to log back in. Hold on one second. I have to figure out how to log back in because like I'm in that trade. Okay, hold on. Essentially, I think I have my take profit and everything, but why did it log me out? They finally caught on to me, guys. All right, I'm back in it. Trying to screw me over here. Who is she going up to? All right, let me fix this. I didn't take any of these on my funded accounts at all. Respectfully. There. Will she push up? I don't know. Hey guys, if you're new here and you want to come hang with me live here and there, I do go live almost every single day, if not every single day. You want to trade with me, go ahead and click the subscribe and notification bell. Good thing we're not in that, right? So here's what how we can look at this. We have the 5 minute block here. It's tagging right now. If this closed back above this FVG, we could potentially go for it again. But I don't know what it's doing. It might actually be finally reversing. And usually these play with do the same things together. The way this is playing around, I'm considering moving to break even again. That's what I'm gonna do. Smooth out the break even, risk free trade. Not a huge, awesome trade. Again, I'm a little bit more careful with break evens and stuff with these like small scalps because I am risking quite a bit on that trade. Considering respectfully, it's like $500 for 500. What did I do on that one? Micro. Forget what I even put. It's gonna take me out again. Come on, baby. That came down to the wire. So if that pushes up from there, that's pretty crazy. Look at that. Look at that. Literally touched it. Ah, I thought it was going to do one of them crazy reversals back up to the highs because it literally tagged my freaking. That was crazy. Look at that. To the point. Darn. I thought it was going to reverse from there. Yeah, this is 50K. I got my funded ones over here, and I'm trading my evals over here. So, okay. Well, now we might be getting reversals. Okay. So it might actually be happening now. YM's already dropping some. So again, if it closes underneath this on the 5, I mean, it might because YM's doing it. Good thing we didn't stay in this trade. Just broke even on that. Good call. Man, something's happening. This is probably going to follow for sure. Get rid of that. And we'll finally have some kind of actual higher time frame ish structure to break if this happens. This is what I'd be looking for. Some kind of reversal, probably continuation. I'd enter. So I'd enter something like, instead of just being a hero trying to get in right there, I'd probably do something like that with a stop, like right here. Try to attack this liquidity. My favorite is Take Profit Trader right now. They are having a sale, I still believe. I believe still. But you could use code Solomon. You could also use, Apex is good. I have plenty of students killing it with Apex right now. I have a few funded there, but I don't really trade it as much, to be fair. I used to, but you know what? Like, I started having issues getting payouts. I have other people getting payouts, no problem. I figured out what I was doing wrong. And you know what I was doing wrong? Why they weren't paying me out is because it would go up into the stop. And I said this earlier. It was kind of crazy. And I would consider a break even like $50 plus, break even at nothing, or negative 50. Well, of course you want to like get into profit, but the problem is if it went 80% of your stop and then went 2 points into your take profit and you take profit, well, it looks like it's a 50-to-1 risk reward. So I kept doing that, and I'm like, why aren't you paying me out? I think they owed me quite a bit. They still owe me quite a bit, in my opinion. Um, but it used to be a lot easier. It was kind of hard to get payouts from. And now it's like, oh my gosh, you got to do everything by the book. There's just too many rules for me. I think Profit Trader is not that many rules at all. I like that. They do daily payouts. It's nice. I got 550Kers there. You notice a divergence on what time frame? There's one. There's also one there. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but looks like it. I feel like it wants to dump, but guys, again, like it's a little bit different kind of day for me because we're literally at an all-time highs, like everywhere. I guess the world's doing good. Like America's doing good, I guess. Uh, yeah, all capital Solomon. The 150Kers, I love. My gosh, I mean, you can get 150K. You just have to get the 9K profit. You have to trade minimum 5 days. I think though they might have taken that off. I forget what the sale said. Ooh, ooh. Wait. We can go for this trade. I can try it since I really haven't lost anything. I should have freaking taken that. What is wrong with me? I still can, I guess. Hold on one second. Trade, profit buy, limit. It's acting pretty bearish right now, but tell you what, I'm going to get in if it closes back above this right here, this 1 minute. I'm going to put my stop a little higher. So it's got to close above this, or at least go above that. I don't even need to wait for close really. We're coming out of a 5 minute block. I'll put it between all below all this liquidity. So it has to close back up here, then I'll enter. Really like using this limit stuff. It's probably some newbie stuff for most of you guys. I don't really trade that much with this though. 5 minutes. Thanks, Bob. I'm going to go ahead to those prop firms and make some money, then sign up for your lifetime membership. Awesome, bro. Yeah, man. Also, by the way, Lanny, on that checkout page, you can go to Zip. You can actually get you can get it in like 4 payments. So you can. It's pretty easy to get approved too. Just let you know. We have a lot of people doing that every single day. There's multiple people that get approved to that Zip. It's like Zip at checkout. Ooh, my UCAD's doing good. Let's check that out. Look at that. Just now hitting VWAP. I don't expect this to stop. I think it's going to go for these highs. UJ's still going sideways. Might get a 3 o'clock trade. Man, I was going to get off. This keeps happening. Yeah, Lanny, good seeing you, man. All I can think about is the gym now. Come on, I just wanted one nice scalp and I was going to jump off. And this would be a good one, I think, right here. If it closed back up and didn't take this out, it could wick this, but if it minded this like trend line, didn't close below this low right here and broke back up here, this could be a really good trade. That I might even take on my paid. Look why. I mean, we're in a 5 minute block. Actually, technically, this is the block. Let's see, moment of truth. See if she reverses back up. Finally took those lows. Yeah, I'm going to get Quantar right over here. So on that one, I'm going to risk 2,000. That is on YM. That is I'll go there. 34-point stop. $120 micro. All right, cool. So on my actual funded, I'm going to risk 2,000. If it closes or it goes back up here, I'm going to do 34-point stop. 120 micros for me. Now you do whatever you want. I'm not telling you what to do. Yeah, so we're buying until it doesn't buy anymore. So if I look on the 5 minute, we're in an order block here, right? Down here is like an order block ish, pushed off of that. We're selling until it doesn't sell anymore. So if it breaks this low right here, then obviously we'd be looking for sells. And just for a quick mentorship, I know your mentorship. Let's see, what's that? Throw that out there. I'm going for it. Bye now. Bye, 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 bye. Going for it. So it either works or doesn't. It's okay if it doesn't. I just, whatever. And this one right here, I'm in on my funded as well. So woo, she faking me out. What's she doing? They had that strong solid right here of the or a quick little BOS. Yeah, if I lose this one, I'm just gonna end the stream anyways. Hopefully by tomorrow we can build some actual structure to play with on the left. I'm confused. Where's my Did it get me out of the trade on accident? Ah, I'm confused. Like, where did my trade go? Ah, take profit order. Oh, I'm in the wrong account. Shoot, I gotta log back and log on the other one. That's stupid. Well, my funded is negative 1100 right now. We'll see if the funded holds. I'll be able to share this. Well, yeah, I would much rather be waiting for breaks of structure, on the higher time frame and take my A plus setups and have my not be at the all time high kind of crap. I don't know why that took me out. I have to go. I was definitely on the wrong account. Looks like as we were even up on that one doesn't make any sense. Hold on one second. Like it's still working. The trade's doing fantastic. Well, it's not fantastic, but it's doing it. It's fine. It should go. Almost in profit on funded. Let's get a rocket out there. Yeah, I think that was an old one. I gotta look because there's a way to do it. Uh, a drop down box to like the account you want. Gotta make sure I'm on the right one. Gotta use the stupid authenticator app for the login. Yeah, I was on the wrong one. See if I can trade on that one. There we go. Okay. Is it going to pull one of them 3 o'clocks, take out all liquidity, and start reversing down to the thing? It's probably going to do that to me, isn't it? She ain't playing nice today. It should be clean, right? As long as that holds, I mean, Yeah, that's a lot of liquidity here. I'm not being naive on this. And if it closes below here, I'll be looking for sells down. And I won't be. I'm going to say it like this. I won't be looking for sells down because I'll be done. I'll be at the gym in 10 minutes as soon as I lose this trade or win. All right. See you later. Is that Tana? I think that's Tana. Yeah, she ain't moving for another 6 minutes. What's she going to do? Well, anybody want to do a side bet? $100 goes down or up. Which one? Awesome, Nicholas. See you later. Adios. Got to get you trading them funded. This is a good day not to trade them, honestly, with the market moving like this. Half tempted to walk away and just let this play out. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'll be back, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and mute for a minute. Go to the restroom. Maybe get a drink or something. All right, guys. Jeez. What are we doing here? That's crazy. I could have dollar cost average down here, I guess. A little profit, but I'm still kind of hoping for that rocket. It's like this is where you see the rocket happen if it's going to happen. Like if it breaks above this little trend line thing that they're doing right here, good chance it's coming for these highs. But I don't know. Like this is one of those like it could work, but there's so much liquidity under here. I mean, this was taken now, to be fair, and there's still a 5-minute block here. I guess we could even say that's the block. Almost took that block out. There's so much liquidity here, but we've been creating higher highs. Like, all right, so this is kind of my other thought is this is a higher high, higher low, and then we close solid for higher highs here. So I think we're still in the game potentially. I guess it could creep its way down and take me out right now, but like we're above this VWAP line. I mean, trying to like build a case here. It could come all the way up to this next area here. So if it, like I said, if it goes above this trend line, there's a good chance of taking out these highs. That's all I gotta say. Doesn't have to for sure. USD CAD killing it. Boom. Yeah, it is. Woo. Well, that's good news. Let me put an alert on this. I want to look at that. Oh yeah. Anybody get in on that sucker? That's pretty good. That's killing it so far. Yeah, we're destroying that trade. Oh, I forgot we were YM and not. Look at that, guys. We got the rocket loading. If it breaks this, my gosh, like if it goes all the way here, this thing is going to these highs for sure. For sure, as much as you can be for sure as a trader. I saw AG coming up in here. Adam Glaffelly, what's up, buddy? Adam, I changed it to where like I look up. What's up, Ron? Good to see you, buddy. I got it to where I'm literally looking at my camera, like I'm on a teleprompter thing, and I can see the comments here. So I'm not like this, like worst angle ever. I was like playing my stuff back. See if I miss anything. Steve, thanks for the rah on me to win there. You're just now notified. Come on, let's rock it up. Don't you play a game with me. So this is what you got to look at. So on the 5-minute, there's a block up here, right? So it could very well play off that block and just continue down. Good. But if it breaks, there's going to be so much gusto up here. Is that the word I'm looking for? To take out these highs that, yeah, I think it'd be like just a massive rocket because it's running out of room. I don't know. I just did that. Come on up. Like I can get out right now, go enjoy my life, but I really feel like this could come to these highs. Mhm. But yeah, UCAT's killing it. Come on, baby. Rocket fuel. Let's paint the picture, guys. Up here we have, let's see, we have the palm trees, got a little luck. Talking through my Mac. Oh, well, now that makes sense. My audio sucks. This whole time, nobody. How's my audio now? How do I sound good? Sound good now? Oh, yeah. MacBook Pro. There we go. That sound better? That whole time I was using my MacBook Mac. My son just now told me. I'm gonna put it up here. Maybe you can hear me better. Loud and clear. Awesome. What's up, Whitney? Digital Sniper. What days do you trade live, Bob? Pretty much every day. I'm trying to go every single day. I don't have an exact schedule yet. I'm kind of checking times, doing stuff, but also like when I like the market. So I know it's not like best for YouTube channel growth if I don't like set a certain time and stay there all day. But that's not like really my business strategy. Like I'm just coming on here to like meet people, hang out, trade with you guys. But like whenever I see the market or if I'm even trading, maybe I don't want to trade every day. Here's the problem with trading live every day and having a show is I don't trade every day. That's not my lifestyle. My lifestyle is freedom, enjoying life, trading when there's actually a good market, not just showing up to get views, but actually show up when there's actually stuff to trade, right? I thought we were going to have a nice, easy couple scalps up today, and it kind of messed around, of course. So I ended up staying. I think I've been on here. I always plan on doing 1 hour, and I end up staying longer because it's like there's stuff to do with you guys. It's fun to hang out. Don't you be so obvious and do this to me, okay? You're supposed to just shoot up. Let me look at something for a second. So we still haven't broke that low, so I'm still not looking for sells. It has to break this low, or I'm not looking for sells. At this current moment, guys, what you have to understand, let me zoom in on the screen, sorry. What you have to understand is the last thing that actually happened was a higher high was created, like on a external deal, right? So like if we had higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Technically, until this is broke right here, we shouldn't look for sells. Like until that is broke. This is just the first indicator that, oh man, like an external-ish. Well, that's even an internal. Yeah, technically, if I looked at this better, until this closes below here, I wouldn't even want to look for sell at all. What we're expecting, guys, is it to create a higher high. It's really that simple. So I don't think this is a bad trade at all. I think this is actually a really good trade. Yeah. Like this is a good trade until this low is broke. I should have even used a bigger stop just for fun. I'm not going to change my stop now, but 66 points. Actually, with NQ, that's not a small stop. That's not a big stop, guys. It really isn't. Like I know you guys like to watch IG, you know, do it for the gram kind of stuff with 10-point stops and 1 to 23.5 risk reward. But like, let's be real here. Like, I do most of my money comes from like 1 to 1, 1 to 2s, and I just have a really high win rate for the most part. Doesn't look like that today. But I usually don't trade like this live, where I'm doing like mitigation scalping for 1 minute blocks. All right, what I need everybody to do right now is just start blowing. Just blow up so that we can just push this past this point. Once it's past this point, it's game on. I think we're golden once that happens. Right here. Or it could just take me out right now. It could wake me out. My stop should have technically been here, but you know what? That's not good looking. I can get out of this too. There we go. NQ is pushing up too. Look at that. Let's look on the 5 on that. See, that still never broke. That never closed below here. Here, this technically kind of did. This is kind of tricky, but YM looks bullish to me overall. At least at this current moment. That doesn't mean it can tank right now. I'm just saying, like, technically, it should create a higher high. That's what we got to assume. And either way, you got to understand this. Either way, I'm totally okay with that. I'm totally okay if I lose this trade. And you got to be totally okay with losing that trade, or you shouldn't be trading. Like ultimately, as soon, and the biggest trick I can give you with that is this: you got to get to where as soon as you take the trade, assume you already lost. Like you're confident in your trade setup, but you got to assume that you already lost that money. And if you and feel how that would feel if you lost that money. If you can't handle that amount of money, then you need to lower your risk. Simple as that. If I lose this on this eval, actually I'm risking 2,000 on one funded right now. I'm not trading all 5 because I really don't like how the market is today. But I'm risking 2,000 on one of my funded right now on this trade. If I lose that, it's okay. Like I'm totally cool with losing that because that's part of the win. And ultimately, you need to know your overall win rate. I know my overall win rate is like 75, 80%. Okay, let's call it, let's keep it really simple and call it 70%. Okay, I know that my win rate is 70%. So if I know my win rate is 70% and I lost 2 trades earlier, that means I'm only 1 loss away from 7 wins. Does that make sense? Like, so the whole basket of trades is the winning strategy. So you have to do the losses to get the wins. I'm not trying to give you some like, so you see what I'm saying? So like, I know my overall win rate overall. And if you don't know your overall win rate, that means you're not sticking with a consistent strategy that you could know your overall win rate, right? You need to stick with one strategy over and over and over again, even if it means back testing that 30 minutes a day, 60 minutes a day. And knowing for sure, and it's kind of hard to back test it because you end up you can't really 100% back test it because of like how TradingView like will like wick and then close way up here, like so you had no option to get out, that kind of stuff. But like you have to have a setup that you do over and over again that you know, okay, if I do this over and over again, this is the win rate I should get on average. And then know for a fact how much you're risking at that point is all you're going to lose, and you're okay with losing that. And that means that if you do that, even if with a 1-to-1, yes, I'm going to say it, even with a 1-to-1 risk reward ratio, which you should try to go for higher, obviously, minimum 1-to-1 with a 70% win rate, you're going to do good. You're going to do just fine, especially on these funded accounts that you can leverage thousands of dollars, right? So don't like feel bad. Don't be like, oh man, I lost this trade. Now, the only reason you should be feeling bad right now is if you didn't calculate your risk. I have plenty of people. I'd say the number one reason that my students fail is they literally like just say, I'm just going to put 5 contracts on this or 10 contracts on this and go. But they didn't calculate. I calculate every single trade that I take. It's okay. Like you need to do that. You have to do that. Like in this case, 47 points. And I just showed you another cool way. Like if you're on TradingView, And I just figured this out. Like I should have probably known this a long time ago. I guess I don't know everything. On TradingView, you can literally click limit and you can say, if I bought right here and I put my stop, looks like I'm going to lose this, but, and I put my stop down here, you're at 780 loss. So if you wanted 1,000 risk, that would be roughly 80. Let's call it 70, 75, maybe 77. Okay, $1,001 you would risk if you had your stop right here and you entered right there. And now, of course, I got to move my stop up, so I got to lower my macros. I use a calculator that we have in my Futures Bootcamp mentorship stuff. It's really fast, but like this is great if you're trading on TradingView, right? You have to know your risk before you take your trade. That's crazy. Like you wouldn't believe how many people don't know what they're going to lose before they get in. They're like, "Oh man, I over risked again." Well, look, I can't help you there unless you actually pay attention. I could technically right now do a DCA because we're kind of low. We're pretty low right here. That's 60. It could go up again. Who knows? So I'm going to do it again. Buy. We're going to. Did it go in? I did a limit order. Shoot. Buy. Rejected. Am I maxed out on my limit order there or something? What time is it? Well, whatever. I just wish this would hurry up and take me out, you know? If anything, like this is just taking too long. Like I'm in this trade. I like to be in and out in like 15 minutes max, and it's like just sits here. There we go. All right. Took a little bit more liquidity right here. Let's see if that was the last push. I don't know. You know, it likes to be hovering around this stupid trend line that I drew. It's not even that accurate of a trend line, so I can't really call that anything. Can we get that rocket now, please? I could have been like on a treadmill or something for 45 minutes already, Steven. I'd have been drenched in sweat, feeling so freaking amazing. Hmm. My wife says she spoils me. She meal preps my food and reminds me that I didn't eat. And if I could heat it up, I should just get a microwave right there. I know the radiation and all that. Whatever. I'm done with it. AG, is it hot up there right now? With time freeze? My gosh. Come on. Let's continue our drawings. So we got all the money up here. There's that. I always put like a rainbow with my, it's like my famous. I guess it'd be like. Maybe if I put 2 of those. You know what I'm missing is a freaking leprechaun. We're going to do it. Oh, he's kind of cool. Ooh, he's normal. Well, that's not transparent, but hey, it'll work. Things I do when I'm bored. All right, move this down. There we go. All right, let's go up now. Palm trees are up here now. Like, so a little bit of luck on our side. Oh, we got to move the good old rainbow. What else we got? See my ADHD at full play right now. Obviously, this is crap. I'm going to do alerts all the way up. So I'm psychotic. I've worked for this one, Steven. You always do that, man. You're like, how's it going to play out? You know what I bought for the gym? It's one of those things you wrap around the bar, and like you can just hold up your phone. It's got the magnet thing on the back, so just hold your phone. So I can be like lifting and watching stuff. Thank you, Timothy. Appreciate that. Rocket. We're about to go. I think we're about to go, guys. Come on. You know what it is you have 350 coming. At 350 every day, something crazy happens. So it's either they're like setting up for take the highs above before going down, or it's gonna take out all this. I mean, this is crazy amount of liquidity now. There's nothing to even aim for here. Oh, come on. Stop being so freaking obvious. Like, let's bounce off this trend line. One of these times it's going to be a trap, and I'm going to be out of this freaking like rut, and it's just going to blast up. That's when you see, don't go that way, idiot. That's when you see those freaking 200-point candles. Like, what is that from here to here? I don't even know. It's only 52 points. I think it'll at least take out them highs. Come on. Now, we are running out of time too. If we consider like the old trend line, okay, it was on this liquidity that this was taken out, and we're running out of time. Like, we have this much room left before you'll usually see something happen at that point. Now, good old food. I'm going to get off my face so I can eat. Can we get a rocket, please? No? Yeah, we need a SpaceX rocket, Dave. Tim's going to pass out. Dude, look at the wick. Ooh, look, guys. What we got here? Got some movement. Oh, what do you know? Okay. Okay. What are you doing? Don't just wick that high. There we go. There we go. Unbelievable. Keep blowing, Tim. What? All right, we got a strong close above it at least. That's good. They say no rocket for you. Manipulation. Don't be the distribution. Don't distribute below my low. I think that's what they did to me. You got the accumulation, manipulation, distribution, potentially. That's one. Goes sideways, manipulates, takes highs out, and distributes. Hopefully it's not doing that right now in front of my face. What crappy movement. You know what the safe thing to do would be? Is if it comes back up, break even, wait for a close, and then go. But we might be too late now. Crazy. At least my UCAD's destroying it. Got her cap. No way. Tim, keep blowing, man. You stop blowing when we start going up. Wow. What a dumb trade. What a dumb market. Oh. I think we just got distributed on. What do you think, Steven? The only promise that we have is just close solid above this. That's it. But it looks like a distribution happening. I mean, look here. This kind of did the same thing, and then it shot up. So who knows? This too. But notice how never something was broke to the downside from that high. So nothing was broke to the downside from that high. Neither was this. An external. Man. I'm literally gonna, as soon as if I get stopped out, I'm literally heading to the gym. I'm just gonna end this prompto. Actually, I'll probably answer a few one-on-one student questions and then heading out. Okay. One more wick, please. My gosh. I just added a DCA. I couldn't do the full 60 because I think I was capped out. So I can only add a half position, 30. Really sick of these games. That's not good. Just take me out already. I'm freaking want to work. All right, 350 is approaching. One more push, please. Pretty weak. You gave your last open that pause candle. I agree, man. It's crazy. It's going to create a double bottom and then go. Hopefully. I agree. Hopefully. Right here. Exact size. Mind you, in 2 minutes, something either really good or really bad is probably going to most likely happen. Nothing really stopping it until this. Actually, there's nothing stopping it. We got a double bottom. Got this block. Should just freaking go up. My gosh. No. 1 minute till craziness. Where'd my rocket go? There it is. Pull you over here. She's gonna screw me, isn't she? Now. Biggest can you've ever seen. There it is. About to be 350. Oh, that's bad. 350 hit. Come on, let's go our direction. Let's go our direction. Come on. Should I get out break even or ride it? Tell me. Tell me, audience. Tell me, chat. I'm going to set this to break even right now. I'm sick of the back and forth. It was a good battle. Go. Go. Tell me, hold or break even? To the moon. To the freaking moon. Let's go. 1,000. No. Go. Take the highs. Take the highs. Take them. Risk-free trade right now. This is actually the I could take this 1,000 off the table right now. I could just take it. Should I get out? Michael, hopefully it's going to trade double. We got 1,400. Oh, wow. Here we go. Should I get out? You tell me. Yeah? Should I take that? I earned it. 1,500 there. All right. I got close. I got 3,000 on my funded on that one account. And I'm glad I looked because there's a 4,500 cap. If I would have like, all right, so it worked out again, end of day. So I made about $3,100 on my funded, and I got 1,500 on that trade there. Was it worth sitting around all day? I mean, it wasn't even all day. I guess it was about 3 hours I've been on here. Holy freaking crap. 2 hours and 42 minutes. 2 hours and 42 minutes, chat. But at the end of the day, I put 1,500 on this eval, and I did $3,100. So it's basically 1,000 an hour. And I want to give this to Steven for trying to help push it up, as well as Timothy for blowing. Was it Timothy? Yeah, it was Timothy blowing it up. I think Dave was on that train as well. We pushed it up. Who all profited on that? My gosh, that was like the battle of a lifetime. That was good. I was very happy with that. What really helped was adding that 30 extra micros to DCA down here. See that right here? That really helped my profit. If you profited on that, say what you profited in the chat. Then I'm going to end this sucker. I'm happy we got to end this on a good note, just like yesterday. I still think you could probably play this right now for a buy and take out these highs, but I'm not doing it. Congrats to everybody for hanging in there. That was stressful. How long was that trade? I got in 14:45, so an hour and 15 minutes or something. No, 3:45. Oh, basically like an hour and 5 minutes. I was in that trade. Who all profited on that? Come on, let me know. That's what this is all about. Celebrate our wins. Now I got to go sweat. You gotta see my kitty. Oh, kitty, 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 kitty. He just sits on my desk all day. He's my trading cat. Look at that boy. Look at that boy. He just sits there and watches me all day. I got hairy. I got instantly hair all over me. Good thing we got out when we did. My gosh. You know, you guys are like, get out, get out, get out. I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did. But I do think it'll go up. But we'll see. Anyways, that's it, guys. Hopefully, you guys, I took the 1 minute break down, but stayed to watch. Awesome, Michael. We'll get some sleep, buddy. All right, guys. So check it out. You can go to, actually, I'll show you a couple things you could do. I'm just going to end it like this. If you're not a part of SolomonTrading.com yet, you can go over to SolomonTrading.com and join right here. And basically we do 16 plus live trading sessions per month. I do trade copying and stuff like that where I send out, well, signals basically as well. It's been a little bit, I've been kind of waiting for fall to hit. I will be raising the monthly price soon if you're not already a member. And I'm doing a half a year off special, and I'm doing $997 lifetime as well. Also, I think it's important to note Momentum X is my bot. It's not fully automated, but I put out alerts. Like, for instance, I said to buy USD CAD today, and I'm up 10-11% already over here. So it's $297 a month, $17.97 a year, $24.97 lifetime. You can hit me up about that if you're interested, or you can just buy it. MomentumXBot.com. And also, this is just $7. Most of you guys already have this. 5minutescalper.com. And this goes over like how I use VWAP and how I, do all that kind of stuff. So that is it. That's my pitch. That's it. I sat with you guys for like 3 hours. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I also have, yeah, right, Jim? You have to go do something else when you're not trading. I get it. So it was worth it. Yeah. So that's it, guys. God bless. Thank you so much for hanging out for so long with me today. I appreciate it. This has been fun, and I'll be back tomorrow. So we'll see you. God bless. Take care. Back it out. Peace.